unlicensed persons and the obstruction of officers of the council. The Prevention of Livestock and Produce Theft Bill, Senate Bills number 12 of the year 2023, co-sponsored at the National Assembly by Honorable Rahim Dawood, is also coming up for debate this morning, where we'll be having lawmakers debating the Prevention of Livestock Produce Theft Bill. This is a bill that is seeking to curb the theft of livestock in various parts of the country, and it is a bill originating from the Senate, and we have a member co-sponsoring the bill at the National Assembly. The Sexual Offences Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 78 of the year 2023, is also at the second stage of this bill. This bill is by Honorable Doris Donya, and members of the National Assembly this morning will be debating a number of amendments proposed in the sexual offences. Bernard Kitur will be requesting for a statement, and this is pursuant to Standing Orders number 44, subsection 2C, on the operations of the MasterCard and Visa in the country. And his statement will be handled by the Committee on Finance and the National Planning. The other request this morning will be coming from Honorable James K. Oyo, the MP for Muhoroni, on the resettlement of community in Kogut without consent, circumstances for undertaking assisted reproductive technology, and circumstances under which assisted reproductive technology is precluded, the use of embryo in a woman, the gametes obtained from a minor. T25, that are aware that Article 95, subsection 2 of the Constitution provides that the National Assembly deliberates on and resolves issues of concern to the people, and further aware that the Higher Education Loans Board (HELB) is mandated to provide financial support to Kenyans pursuing higher education through loans, bursaries, scholarships, and noting that students enrolled at the Kenya Medical Training College, KMTC, currently total approximately 70,000 students, with 30,000 of these having joined the institution in the year 2024. The Member of Parliament for Mbalambala is concerned that 40% of KMTC students' population require financial support, similar to that offered to students in other tertiary institutions such as the technical training institutions in the country, but are excluded from receiving HELB support, and appreciating that education funding plays a vital role in enhancing access to education in Kenya and hence boosting the economic growth of the country. The member is seeking to have the National Assembly have the government, through the Ministry of Education, facilitate the issuance of HELB loans to students at the Kenya Medical Training College. And if no funds are appropriated for the exercise, approval is hereby granted for the National Treasury to release funds amounting to not less than 1.5 billion shillings to the Higher Education Loans Board. This is pursuant to Article 223 of the Constitution for loans to KMTC students, and that such release be regulated through the third Supplementary Estimates 3 for the financial year 2024-2025. Our dear viewers, Article 223 of the Constitution allows the Treasury as well as the Executive to commit monies for some functions, and after the disbursement of the funds, seek the concurrence of the National Assembly on the same. And so the member of Mbalambala is dwelling his a motion or his request on the allocation of help to support KMTC students on Article 223 of the Constitution. The Deputy Speaker of the House, Honorable Gladys Boss, is currently in the House this morning. Allow me to hand over for this live broadcast. Enjoy your viewing. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, will be presiding over the business of the National Assembly. You can see him on your screens already, and the members are all upstanding, meaning the business of the National Assembly will be commencing now. Allow me to hand you over for this live broadcast. Enjoy your viewing.
Tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu ambaye kwa hekima na wema wako umetoa nyadhifa za viongozi na mabunge kwa ustawi wa jamii na utawala wa haki wa wanadamu, tukusihi utazame kwa neema nyingi sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita tutekeleze shughuli muhimu za jamhuri yetu. Tunakuomba uteremshie baraka zako sisi tuliokutanika hapa, na utujalie tuyatende na kufikiria mambo yote yatakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili utukufu na sifa zako siendelezwe, na ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Sergeant, ring the quorum bell. Whips, get your members in.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, he is currently presiding over the business of the House this morning. And upon the commencement of business this morning, we have the quorum bell on ring mode as per the directives by the Speaker. And this directive is coming from the Standing Orders number 34, subsection 1, that guides the House upon the commencement of business on matters quorum. As at this juncture, the House is not properly quorated, and we have that directive by Speaker Moses Wetangula that the Sergeant at Arms ring the quorum bell for 10 minutes for members of the National Assembly within the presence of Parliament to make their way into the chambers this morning to have the House curated to commence business. In regards to the standing orders of the National Assembly, we need at least 50 members of Parliament to be in the chambers this morning for the House to commence with the consideration of business before it. In today's order paper, the House will be considering the Prevention of Livestock and Produce Theft Bill 2023. And the Productive and the Prevention of Livestock and Produce Theft is an act of Parliament seeking to provide for a legal framework for the identification of livestock, the movement of livestock, and the prevention of livestock theft, and the regulation of trade of livestock, the return of illegally acquired livestock and firearms, and for the connected purposes. In a nutshell, this is a bill that is seeking to regulate the livestock industry.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Order, members. Take your seats, Osoro. Raphael, take your seat, Baba. Honorable members, welcome to this morning's sitting. I've just come from ascending to 8 bills passed by this House. Congratulations to all of you who participated. It is the highest number of bills ever ascended together, including private members' bills by Owen Bayer, Roita Obo, Waithaka, and others. That's very good. I'll invoke my authority understanding order number 1 and direct as follows: that the sitting of the House this morning is adjourned. We will have a sitting at 2:30 this afternoon, where the Speaker will give you some important communication. For now, the House stands adjourned and you will all be upstanding. Businesses lined up this morning, you bear with the leadership and yours truly. There'll be an opportunity to prosecute those businesses later.
Well, that marks the end of this morning.